Hi, everyone. I am very excited to share with you today what is the F.I.X code, how it changes our lives, why you would want it in your life, and how easy it is to learn the F.I.X code. So I'm just going to get rolling because, yeah, I'm kind of excited. Okay, so what is the F.I.X code? The F.I.X code is a technique that allows us to disconnect those horrible feelings. It's a healing modality. It's something that the creator, Daniel, has spent his lifetime creating for us, and I am thrilled that I met him. He fixed me with this technique. This technique really did put me back together, and from that moment on, I've made a commitment to myself and to Daniel and to the world to say, I'm going to figure out what he did, and I'm going to teach this to the world. So what we've done is we have built an online training just for you. It is designed for newbies. It's designed for moms. It's designed for existing practitioners to put into your existing toolbox. It is something that our teenagers are learning and using with each other and on themselves. So this is not only a technique where the magic shows up when two or more are gathered, because we do this with somebody. What I do inside the training is I teach us how to do this for ourselves so that we can pull this incredible tool out of our toolbox and apply it immediately. And that is the neat thing that I really do love about the F.I.X code. It's not gadgets. It's not a thing. Like, you can't touch it. It's not something that you have to have with you. It is, once you learn this through the online training, it's you forever. You have it. It is knowledge. It is accessible to you 24 hours a day. Like, it's yours. You can use it with somebody or you can use it on yourself. Like I said, it's a very, very empowering new healing modality that is coming to the surface, that we're presenting to the world, and thousands of people are already using the technique. It's that we really are expanding it out even further, and our reach seems to be getting really far out there. We're very, very excited because as you use the F.I.X code technique, every extraction that you do with somebody or yourself, we raise the vibration of our planet. It's a default. It is what happens. Every horrible feeling that we extract raises our vibration. We feel better. So how it changes our lives is that every extraction we do with somebody or on ourselves, we raise our vibration. We feel better. Our lives get easier. The chatter in our head stops. The monkeys stop yelling at us or squealing at us. We stop that feeling overwhelmed, can be completely eliminated. The feeling of anger, betrayal, hurt, sad. These are all feelings that the F.I.X code helps with. And by using the technique, those horrible feelings disappear from our lives, from our bodies, from our minds. So how, if I get into a little bit of the technical here, because it kind of is a little bit technical to be able to work our way through this just a little bit. The F.I.X code technique, how it stops the chatter and the feeling, let's say, of sad, is that it disconnects the feeling from all the events that feel sad. So I'm not to get too technical, because that's definitely in the training and further down into the master program, but it's like the sad in your life would be the string in a pearl necklace, and the pearls are all the stories that make you feel sad. Well, with the F.I.X code, we don't talk about the content, which we don't look for each story that makes you feel sad and then try to apply a strategy or a reframe or anything like that on each story, on each pearl. What the F.I.X code does is it asks you, how do all of those stories make you feel? Let's say the answer is sad. Sad would be the string that holds all of these stories together, the feeling. And so the F.I.X code disconnects the string, pulls the string out, and all the pearls fall down. So it doesn't mean that your memories disappear, because they don't. It's that the feeling sad about that memory no longer feels sad. So because we no longer feel it, it stops moving up into the thinking brain, and we stop thinking about the stories of when we were sad. So it's like an illusion, even though it's actually really happening. The illusion of feeling like that it's gone is true, because you stop thinking about all of those sad stories. So that is just one example of how this changes our lives going forward. It doesn't mean we're not going to ever feel sad again. It means that that tsunami of sad isn't going to hit us the way that it used to. In the moment, of course, if something sad happens, of course, we feel sad in that moment. But like I said, it doesn't last for days, or we don't leave the event and just want to go to bed and cry or that kind of thing. It's in the moment. It's a present feeling in the moment, and then it disappears. So it's very powerful. Now imagine not feeling hurt again, or, you know, in that tsunami way of all of the things in your life that have hurt you, or the people that have hurt you, betrayed, or life really changes when you no longer feel betrayed. And there's a lot of symptoms and dynamics inside betrayal. For example, you stop trusting yourself. That's horrible. That's a horrible. Betrayal is a double-edged sword, because one is you stop trusting the world, you stop trusting what people are saying and what they're going to do, and you just don't trust them. And the worst part is that you stop trusting not only do you stop trusting others, you also stop trusting yourself. And that is where we lose kind of that confidence and that gut feeling that doesn't allow us to move forward. It stops us from making decisions. That's all part of betrayal. And can you imagine, with a simple 5-minute extraction, not feeling betrayed anymore? Or for that matter, being worried about being betrayed or fear of being betrayed? Because the F.I.X code also works with betrayal, the fears. And the fears are very powerful, because with fears, we are making pictures of the future going wrong. And when we see those pictures, we're afraid of what? I know, it's terrifying. So with the F.I.X code, we can actually disconnect fears also. So our future looks fantastic when we're moving toward a future that isn't scaring the bejesus out of us. And this again is how the F.I.X code changes our daily lives. It also impacts all of our relationships. As we use the F.I.X code and we extract things like hurt or jealous or sad or bullied, you know, those kinds of social anxieties, being attacked, ambushed, bullied, you know, fear of being seen, fear of being looked at, fear of being judged, all of those things, all those social anxieties, the F.I.X code can eliminate through the extraction process all of these fears, and the social anxiety starts to disappear. So this again is where your life starts to change. It really, you can walk out that door, you can feel confident when you're out and about. And how it really changes your life is that you're actually out. You're saying yes to those cocktail parties. You're saying yes to meeting your friends at the beach. You are starting to say yes to so much more of your life. So some testimonials, I'm going to kind of paraphrase some of the testimonials that have come across in my world in the last nine years of being a part of this F.I.X code program. I have a client who went through a divorce about 5 years ago. One of the things that we go through through separation and divorce is seeing them out and about. You know, but the fear of bumping into them, the fear of never getting over them, the fear of seeing them with someone else. That's a horrible fear for people that have gone through separation or a breakup. And we worked through all the financial stuff. We worked through the fears, you know, the fear of not being able to support herself, the fears of, you know, what are the kids going to think? There's lots that goes on when in that kind of situation. But I know that one of them was definitely the fear of seeing him and his girlfriend, that kind of thing. Well, in 5 years, she had never seen him, so it hadn't popped up. And so we knew we had worked on the fear, but again, it hadn't really shown itself. She hadn't seen him yet. So about 3 weeks ago, she called me immediately and said, "You're not going to believe what just happened, and I am so over the moon, and I am so elated, and I love you forever." She said she was in a lineup in one of the stores, and her ex-husband and girlfriend turned around, and they were looking right at her. She was standing right behind them, and she was waiting for the ground to cave in on her, and she was going to fall into this big black hole and never come out. And she just stood there and looked at them and said, "Hi." And she was waiting for that kick, that punch in the tummy, or whatever it was that she was afraid of, and nothing happened. And she was so excited that this was so monumental, because it was the one thing that she hadn't tested yet with the F.I.X code. Everything else had worked out. The finances are fine. Everything worked. But the running into them hadn't happened yet. And in that moment, she's like, "Stacey, that's it. This is amazing." She said, "I felt nothing." And for anybody that's gone through a breakup, it is a horrible fear, especially if you live in the same town, to run into them. Anyways, it was life-changing for her, and she's forever grateful to the F.I.X code, and has been for years. But that was a really big one, for sure. I'll give you a little one about my son. He years and years and years ago, he wanted to skateboard. So off he goes. He's got a skateboard, and he's out with his friends. And I get this text that says, "Mom, I am really scared of falling." And I said, "Okay." So he said, "Give me a couple of minutes. I'll just pretend I'm, my mom's calling, and I have to take the call." I said, "Good job." So he went to the side. We did the fear of falling over the phone. And when he hung up, off he went. He did his thing, forgot completely that he was afraid of falling. And when he came in that night, I said, "So how was your day out skateboarding with your buddies?" And he goes, "Mom, it was great. And I did this, and I did some tricks. And, we were at the skate park, and we were doing all this kind of stuff." And I said, "Were you afraid of falling at all?" And he goes, "Why would I be afraid of falling? Like, I'm pretty good at this." He had completely forgotten that he was terrified of falling. So again, an awesome testimonial as a mom to a child, when you can walk them through the biggest fear in their moment that could change their day. And I did it in 5 minutes over the phone. So any mom out there that is looking to help their kid, whether that's through anxiety, depression, horrible feelings, breakups, fear about going to university, or up into high school, any of those kinds of things, this technique works every single time. And we do this over the phone. We can do this over Skype or Zoom or FaceTime. I've got kids that call me from parties that they're embarrassed, or they've been hurt, or the boyfriend broke up with them, and they're texting me and they're saying, like, they're crying or whatever. I give them a phone call, and within 5 minutes they're feeling absolutely amazing again. And this could have been a life-defining moment for them. They could have taken this hurt or this rejection or whatever it was and really internalized it and changed the direction of their lives. So again, by implementing the F.I.X code into our daily lives, it changes our lives. It changes the decisions that we make after the extraction. We make very different decisions. We either move through something very quickly, or we get on with it. The idea of letting it go, great in concept, impossible to implement, because letting it go, how do we do that? A trigger goes off around us, whether that's like a blue car, or you see their car go by, or someone walks by with the same cologne, and all these triggers are around us all the time about our lives. And as they go off, are these parasites or programs or pain bodies, as Eckhart Tolle talks about them, he explains them as pain bodies. We totally agree. That is exactly what they are. They go off and they activate a whole program. The feeling moves up into the thinking brain. It wakes up into the nervous system. We can feel it. When we feel anxious, we can actually physically feel the anxiety. It runs through our nervous system. And when it gets to our thinking brain, it's like a big television screen or movie, and we're going in and trying to change all the content or change the outcome to make us feel better. So we do this all day long. All of us do. That is what these things do to us, these parasites or programs or pain bodies. They run our minds and our physical bodies through the nervous system. So the F.I.X code technique stops all that. It stops, it removes the program from the physical body and the unconscious mind every single time. And it's effortless. If you've experienced the F.I.X code, and many of you that are here today have, that's how you found us, is through the experience of working with someone that is either a certified practitioner or is in training and taking the course right now. And you're one of their volunteers, so thank you for all coming. That's so fun. If you're interested in learning more about the F.I.X code, this is great. You know how effortless this is. And if you haven't tried this, please contact me. I work with people for 15 minutes. I introduce you to the experience through an extraction, and so that you can feel it, you can experience it. It is almost impossible to get your head around what I am saying if you haven't had an extraction, because this is all about the experience. You can feel it, and then after the F.I.X code experience, you no longer can feel it. It is incredible. So please, if you haven't tried it, give me a call. If you have tried it and you're here today to learn more about how you can learn this and apply and implement the F.I.X code into your lives, awesome. Okay, because that means that if you say yes and you push the buttons to join us, we've got a class starting next week, I believe, and we've got some amazing bonuses. So I'll get into that in a bit. But I'd like to go a little bit into, I'm going to do one more testimonial, because this one is also, this one brought me to tears. I was very, very touched by this one in a way of how empowered this person was and how they totally got the F.I.X code. They totally ran it through their lives and they get it. So a client of mine texted me from the dock at her cottage a couple summers ago, and basically what the text said was, for the first time, I'm going to cry again, oh my gosh, for the first time in my life, I have courage. I'm so touched. This is such a neat story, neat little text. She said, for the first time in my life, I have courage. And the reason I have courage is because I'm not afraid of not being able to get out of being afraid. For the first time in my life, I have a tool that kicks fear's ass. The moment I figure that I feel that I'm afraid of something, I ask myself the magic question, I get the code, I do the F.I.X code, and in 5 minutes, it's gone forever. Nothing in my life will ever scare me again or ever stop me again from having the life that I want to feel and be in. So she made a vow to me in that text. She said, I vow to never let a program or a parasite ever control my life again. That is a pretty powerful statement. I live by it. I will never. It doesn't mean I don't have any programs or I'm living completely program free. No way. They pop up. Life is life. But I don't let it control me. I don't sit in fear and implode. I don't not go somewhere because I'm nervous. I don't sit and cry and not be able to get out of it for days. Now, I know how all those feel because for many, many years of my life, that's exactly where I was. I had to suck it up cupcake every day just to get out the door. And so I know what fear's like. I know how controlling it is. I know what horrible feelings feel like and controlled by them, and how afraid the outside world is. My social anxiety was through the roof. And like I said, when I met Daniel 9 years ago, my healing started. And because my healing was so powerful and fixed my life so fast, it healed me so quickly, and I got my power back, and I got me back. I got the girl I liked back, the one that was kind of fearless and laughed a lot and didn't cry all the time and wanted to live my life versus just getting through every day. My commitment is very strong with this technique because it helped me from a very broken state. I'm not broken at all, yet I credit my entire healing on the F.I.X code. I use it. I apply it. I share it left, right, and center. Anybody that knows me knows that if you got something going on, it's not going to get by me, because no way am I going to let a parasite or program ruin your day or steal your presence. That is what these parasites do, these programs. They steal you from right now. Because what happens is that you're thinking of things in the past, or you're scaring the crap out of yourself in the future. So presence is the lack of past or future memories bothering you. Without those, you are present. And that is what the F.I.X code removes. It disconnects them. Again, you keep your memories. We don't mess with memories. The technique doesn't touch all that. It disconnects the feeling that you have with those memories. So the sad, hurt, betrayed, okay? All right, now how easy is it to actually learn this? It's pretty easy. The way that I've designed it is, like I said earlier, it's for everyone. That's my mission, is that anybody that wants to learn this can learn it. There are going to be many of you that are already existing practitioners that are going to take this and learn it so fast and apply it and be flying and want to be certified. Done. I will work that fast with you. You want to go slower? You want to take a year to learn this? That's fine. Again, we have programs throughout the year that you can slot in. This is your journey, not mine. I have a system in place here at headquarters that allows me to, that allows people to fall into their speed. I have created a 10-module course, which we deliver in a, when you purchase the online training, you receive all 10 modules. You receive everything. I don't hold anything back, nothing. You get it all. Now, in each module, so there's 10 modules. In each module, there's 4 topics. In each topic, there's a video of me teaching. There's a PDF. There's a voice note of Daniel, also doing the same teaching on that topic, just different metaphors, and also it gets you attuned to his voice and meeting him in that ether, in that vibrational space, which is very, very important, because it's Daniel's technology. This is his, and his heart is definitely in this. So it was important for us to have Daniel inside this training so that you can feel him, okay? This training is multi-layered. Every person that takes this training is going to come away with it with a different, with different learnings. And every time you listen to the training, you're going to be learning it at a very different level. So know that even though it's the same training, if you listen to it 4 different times from top to bottom, you will hear 4 different ways of doing it. It's amazing. I have tested this many, hundreds of times now, and I am still fascinated at how people are experiencing the exact same training. And when they take it a second time, because they love listening to the voice notes and watching the videos and kind of recapping, they hear something that they didn't hear before. So there's many layers, many grades of teaching inside each topic, that every time you listen to it, you're going to pick up something new because you're that much smarter. So please know, this training is yours forever. It will never come down. It will never just disappear. It is yours. And you can listen to it as many times as you want. So like I said, there's 10 modules. Each module, there's 4 topics. So the idea is each week, which is one of our bonuses, we're doing a live seminar series. So once a week, we have a live webinar seminar with me that is going to go through that week's module. So in 2 weeks, we're going to do module 1, which gives you time to study, get your homework done, because each module does have some homework. It's very applied homework. And then we go through that module together as a class. And you can ask me any questions. We do extractions right inside the class, because I want everybody to see how I do it, see me interact, see me finding the code way before we even learn what all of that is. But the more you see it, the more apt you are to getting it much quicker. So my goal with everybody that takes the course. If you want to be certified, I will get you to that certification. I will never put you in front of Daniel for that certification until you're ready, and I will get you there, okay, if that's what you want. If you want to take this course to just apply with your friends and family, that is also awesome, and I will get you to that spot where you can take this and run, and you can help as many people as you wish, okay? To charge for this in your private practice or to start your own private practice with the F.I.X code, you must be certified by Daniel. But if you choose to just do it for free, then you don't have to be certified. So going from that 10-module program, each week we break it down into a simple and individual module. So that part of the course, the live seminar, goes for 10 weeks. And inside that, we move you through all the way up to certification. Okay, I teach everything. There's nothing I miss, and the questions that come out of class are awesome. Now, if I'm getting to the bonuses, so you get the course, then you also get a 10-week live seminar series with me, which is valued at $2,000. If we were to do that on a separate space, it's another product. So that's valued at $2,000, and we bonused it into this particular program, this online training. And then we've also added in another bonus, which is 4 private sessions with me upon purchase. And then we work our way through the 10 weeks, and you have 4 hours guaranteed with me privately to do extractions with you. Now, anybody that has taken the course so far knows that you get me way more than 4 hours. I'm pretty quick on the jump when somebody needs me. A lot of the times it's just a 5-minute phone call. We do the extraction and you're on your way. I actually have a client in Europe, I think it was Saturday night. She texted me, I guess she woke up at like 4:30 in the morning, and she was in a panic attack. Now, I hadn't gone to bed yet, and I get this text, and I look down and on my WhatsApp, and she's like, I'm sending you the code, but I'm in panic right now. And I texted her back and I said, okay, you want to do this right now? And she's like, really? And I said, yep. So I gave her a call and did the extraction, and she fell right back to sleep. She couldn't believe it. She was telling all of her girlfriends at work the next day that the course she's taking, the girl in the middle of the night got up and did an extraction. I really am dedicated and devoted to everyone that takes this course to help them feel better and get the crap out of the way. This is stuff that's just in the way. It's keeping us at a very low vibration, and that's not cool. That's not where we are right now. We are here to raise our vibration and live and have freedom and presence in our lives. That's what we've been working for all along, and this tool gets us there. It's not there's lots of other things to do, without question. I love meditating. I love yoga. I love all sorts of different modalities. I really do. This one kicks its butt. It ends the chaos in my head. It ends the monkey chatter. It ends that nut bar feeling. It's gone. After an extraction, the calm and the space is incredible. So please, if you have not experienced this, give me a call. If you have experienced it but would like to try one with me, by all means, contact me. I'm open. I love doing the F.I.X code. So I am here to support, and like I said, anybody that knows me inside this course knows that I really am there for you pretty much always, okay? So we've gone through the bonuses, and if you're interested in certification, how that works is 10 volunteers. We ask you to get 10 volunteers, and we ask you to do 4 one-hour sessions with each one, which gives you a total of 40 hours of practice. Now there's a lot of different bonuses to how we certify. One, after 40 hours, you know the scripts. You are getting really good at code finding, and you're getting very confident with how this all works, okay? And then on the other side, your volunteers, your 10 volunteers, with the 4 sessions of 1 hour, you will help them change their lives through this process. You are helping people you love feel better while you practice something that is awesome. And you're getting certified to do it. So once you've done your 10 people and you've done all their 4 sessions, you will be amazed at how their lives have changed and how comfortable you are doing the F.I.X code anywhere, anytime with anybody. It's pretty fun. And then once you've done that, inside the training, there's a little spot that says certification. You open it up and you upload 10, let's say 20-second videos of each of your people, one video per person, so 10. And I just need them to say, hi, I'm Stacey. I did 4 sessions with Sally. I loved it. I'm really excited about my new, whatever Sally wants to say. And or whatever I want to say about Sally, and then you upload all 10 and you submit. Once you've submitted, I'll take a look at them, and then when you're ready, we'll put you in front of Daniel for your final certification, which is, now we can do this on Zoom, Skype, whatever way you want it, but Daniel has to be able to see you. We don't need to be able to see the client. That can stay anonymous, that's fine. But he wants to see you and how comfortable you are finding the code, how comfortable you are with the script, how you use your hands, all that kind of thing. So pretty easy. And once you are certified, then you are obviously a certified practitioner of the F.I.X code technique. And that is a completely different group when it comes to emails and events and that kind of thing and what we're doing. So I think I've kind of wrapped it all up. If you have any questions, please give me a call, email me, text me. My phone number's there. You can text me. I answer everything. And please know that I am here to help in any way that I can with this technique. And I am forever grateful to Daniel for finding me, healing me, and teaching me this so that I could turn it around and design this course for you so that you can learn it, heal yourself, and turn around and help the ones that you love. All right. Thank you so much for coming today. And I hope to meet you all one day. Okay, take care and bye.